Hey everyone, it's Rob from Hypop and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're unboxing and taking a closer look at the brand new Aputure range of softboxes, including the Light Box 6090, the Light Box 3120, and the brand new Aputure Light OctaDome 120. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Hit the notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Leave a like on the video if it's helped you. Feel free to leave down in the comment section below your thoughts or if you have any questions about these brand new range of Aputure softboxes. Follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Let's get into it. So I've got with me the brand new range of Aputure softboxes, which include the Aputure Light Box 6090, which is a rectangular softbox, the Aputure Light Box 3120, which is more of a strip softbox, and you've also got the brand new Aputure Light OctaDome 120, which is a 120 centimeter octagon softbox. These are all Bowens Mount softboxes made by Aputure, and they're pretty much brand new releases as of February 2022. So if you're familiar with Aputure softboxes, they do have a range already as part of their entire series of modifiers, which include the light domes and the mini dome. So if you're familiar, they had the mini dome and light dome version 1, and then they've got the version 2 now, which is more of a quick setup and quick collapse type of softbox. And you've also got other light modifiers such as the space light. You've also got modifiers for some of their other lights, including their RGB P300C, etc. But also they have that really huge and recently released too, the Aputure Light Dome 150, which is a larger 150 centimeter octa box basically. So these ones here are brand new. You can see the OctaDome 120 is probably the popular one here that we'll be looking at. But this softbox in particular is slightly smaller than the 150 obviously, but it's more in that affordable price point and a lot more compact. So we'll take a closer look to see what's included. Firstly, we have the 6090. So you can see it comes in a carry bag, which is really nice. So it's good to have a softbox in a pouch. A lot of other softboxes come in pouches, but they don't really have these larger holding handles. So that's really nice. And then jumping in, we have quite a few accessories in here. So firstly, we have the user guide, and that's the product manual there. You've also got the honeycomb grid, or the baffle, some people like to call it. You've also got the speed ring, and this is a Bowens speed ring. Typical speed ring stuff. You've got the loosening knob there, so you can actually spin the speed ring around and reposition it if you need to. You've also got some new features that I haven't seen really in many other softboxes, are the little red dots here that allow you to know where to position the rods. That helps you align the softbox when setting up a lot better. So that's good to see. Now you've got some softbox diffusers here. Firstly, you have the inner diffuser. So the inner diffuser is the smaller diffuser that can be clipped on to the inside of the softbox. You can determine that with the metal clips there. You've also got a diffuser with a Velcro attachment here. This must be a thicker diffuser here. It looks like more of a one-stop diffuser, but we'll take a closer look at that one. And then lastly is just another diffuser here, which looks a little bit more translucent. So this is perhaps a half-stop and then a one-stop diffuser. So we'll take a closer look at those when we set up. And lastly, we have the softbox itself. So you can see there, the Aputure Light Box 6090. Now, without setting this up, first things first is I can tell that the softbox material and the quality, especially the internal lining here, does feel like it's of high quality, so that's really good to see. It's lost a bit of the branding as well, so Aputure really likes to hit home with the red branding here, but this softbox doesn't have any of that red branding. It's gone really minimal with basically the black, the grey trim, and then the white Aputure branding and text there. It's also not a quick setup softbox. I mean, it's only got 4 rods, being a rectangular softbox, so you can see there it's only got the 4 rods, but you still do have to construct this one up yourself. Now there's a few, pros and cons to having these constructible softboxes. Firstly is that obviously it can be really compact if you just have these sort of style softboxes versus the collapsible ones. The collapsible ones tend to be quite big, and they usually have a spring or an umbrella mechanism that allows you to set them up a lot quicker. But with the setup ones here, the constructible ones, they can obviously be deconstructed into each component, so you can have this a lot more portable. It just requires a little bit more setup time. So it really depends if you're going to be shooting on location with them, or if you're going to be having enough time to set up, your lighting and your modifiers on set. So I guess for a lot of photographers, a lot of the time you want really quick type setup softboxes, but for a lot of filmmakers and videographers and cinematographers out there, you'd have enough time to set up your modifiers on set. So I guess that's the direction Aputure's been looking at here, being more of a filmmaker type brand. They've gone for these types of setups. That being said, they still do have their quick collapse and setup softboxes such as the Light Dome 2. So, they're weighing up the options in terms of the different range of softboxes they have to offer. So what we'll do now is we'll throw up on screen me setting up the softbox and approximate time on setup. So it'll give you a good indication on what to expect when you're on location or when you're setting up these softboxes for use. Being a rectangular softbox, there are certain use cases that you would be using these types of softboxes. If you're after more of a window type of catch light or a rectangular catch light, you'll definitely be using more of this shaped softbox. If you're lighting subjects from head to toe, so perhaps a person, and you're just wanting to light them up completely and it's just an individual subject, that'll be great for that too. And also just mimicking a wide range of different shapes of light, especially when using the honeycomb modifier. So you can really cut down the light when using the grid, and we'll show some demonstrations on screen. The next softbox is the Aputure Light Box 3120. So this is more of a stripped softbox shape. So same thing again, we've got the Aputure carry bag with those larger handles. And similar to the 6090, you've got the Aputure softbox there with the rods. So it's only got the 4 rods there, being a rectangular softbox. And same thing with the softbox, it's fairly minimal. It's got the black grey trim, white logo. You've also got the thicker and the thinner diffusers here. They're the 2.5 and the 1.5 stop diffusers. You've also got the Velcro fabric honeycomb grid, the product manual, and the speed ring. So pretty much exactly the same thing. You've got that high quality speed ring. You've got those 2 outer diffusers that you can choose from depending on how you want to diffuse the light. You've got the inner diffuser and the grid so you can cut the light off. Now, one thing to take note of inside the softbox, which I didn't show earlier, are the little tabs on the inside there. So those little tabs there, they allow you to mount the inner diffuser with those hooks. And then it's got a Velcro trim all on the outside here, which is nice to see. That allows you, it's a nice thick trim that allows you to mount the outer diffuser as well as the grid when needed. Now it looks to be of decent quality in terms of the reinforcement of the rod pockets at the corners here, which is really important. I've seen softboxes before just really pierce through that. They're not really of high quality, but this hasn't been tried and tested yet. So this is only on initial, look at the actual mounting point here, but you can see there the rods just slide in and out fairly easily. So it's always good to make sure that this is nice and reinforced. So we'll show the setup and approximate time to set up on screen now. For a strip box like this here, it's perfect to be used as a rim light. You may have two of these positioned on either side of your model to use it as more of an accent light. Being a long rectangular softbox, it's really great to be used for models. So yeah, just a wide range of uses to really position this more up close to your subject rather than further away. You can most definitely also position this horizontally. A lot of people do that so they can cut the light even more. So a lot of play with this shaped softbox in particular. Now we have reviewed many different styles of softboxes and how the output and look of those softboxes come out with photos and videos. So if you want to take a closer look at that video, click the link up above. Now the last but certainly not the least is the one that I'm most excited to see, which is the Aputure Light OctaDome 120. So same thing, we see the carry pouch once again. And it looks like basically everything that we've seen previously, including the thicker grid, the thicker diffuser. We've also got the thinner diffuser. So those are the 1.5 and 2.5 stop diffusers. You've also got the honeycomb grid. You've got an inner diffuser, but you can see it's shaped slightly differently here because obviously this is more of an octagon or a circular shape. And you've got the speed ring. Looks exactly the same. So in this case here, you can see, I didn't note this in the previous two, but you've got the two red dots, but you've also got some arrows here too. So these arrows, I'm assuming, are all going to be for different positions for the different softbox setups. So I'm assuming the closer or more narrow ones here are for the strip box. You've also got the red dots for the rectangular softbox, the 6090, and then obviously you've got the other positions along the speed ring for the Octabox because it requires 8 rods. And you've got the product manual. So here's the softbox, and interesting to see Aputure have gone with a little bit of red on this one here, so slightly different. I'm assuming because this is the largest softbox, it's one of their more I guess popular sizes that people will be going for, so that's why they've probably gone with the proper branding on that one there. But the same thing, you've got the grey trim, the black softbox. Now there's a couple of things that I particularly don't like about Octaboxes that you have to construct. Firstly, you've got 8 rods. There's a lot of fiddling around when it comes to installing along a speed ring. Now obviously we've got quite a few softboxes from other brands, including Godox and even the larger brands, Profoto and others, where in the past you've had to construct them yourselves. So I like where the market's going, where it's moving away from constructible softboxes and moving more towards the quick setup, quick collapse style softboxes. And once again, reiterating the fact what I said in the beginning, there are pros and cons to having, these sorts of constructing softboxes and collapsible ones. The main pro for having these types of softboxes are, in general, they're a lot more affordable. They're also a lot more compact. They don't occupy too much space in your kit. So, the setup time that's required on location, if you have an assistant, it's not too bad to have, these softboxes around. However, if you are time strapped, which most photographers are, or if you're a one-man show, or if you're just on location and you don't want the hassle to be setting up these types of softboxes, then most probably you'll be looking at quick collapse softboxes. I have seen even up to 2 people trying to construct these. You need a hand sometimes, especially with the larger softboxes, and this being the 120, it is quite a large softbox. So we'll go and see how this sets up, how long it takes. We'll see if I can even do it on my own, and we'll throw that all up on screen now. So that was just a quick look at the brand new range of Aputure lighting modifiers, including the Aputure Light Box 6090, the Aputure Light Box 3120, and the brand new Aputure Light OctaDome 120. So for more videos just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Leave a like on the video if it's helped you. Feel free to leave down in the comments section below your thoughts, or if you have any questions about these brand new Aputure light modifiers. Follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Thanks for watching.